My name's Mark Griffin. I'm a Labour member of the Scottish Parliament for the Central Scotland region. A normal day for me is getting up about 6 in the morning, getting up, going for a shower, getting dressed, getting ready for the day ahead, and then leaving the house at about 7:15 in the morning, heading down to the train station and getting the train through to Edinburgh, where I'm working. I'll go off the train and take a walk down from the train station to the Scottish Parliament, and that's where I start my working day. Normally I'll start first thing in the morning at 9 o'clock in the morning at my committee. I'm a member of the Social Security Committee in the Scottish Parliament, and we'll talk about the different powers that are coming to the Scottish Parliament, about things like poverty and other things in the committee. We'll have members of the public, we'll have organisations, we'll have maybe a government minister in to give us evidence and ask them questions, and that's normally takes up most of my morning doing that. Then we would go into the debating chamber at about 11:40. There's a question session which are general questions where any MSP can go in and ask whatever question they want of whatever government minister that question comes under, whatever their responsibility is. And that takes me up to 12 o'clock when First Minister's questions take place. That's when all the party leaders all get a chance to ask the First Minister about different areas where they feel that improvement needs to be made or changes need to happen, and it's mostly the big issues of the day, whatever's been in the news that week. Generally the party leaders will ask the First Minister questions about that. I had a question just about social security again, where I asked the First Minister a question, so all the party leaders get to go first, and then backbenchers get the chance to ask questions about their own local area or their own interest, and the First Minister answers those. After First Minister's questions, we all tend to wander out the chamber, and there's kind of famous steps in the Scottish Parliament where there's normally a pressure group or a lobby group waiting at the bottom of those stairs to catch all the MSPs as they come out the chamber, and we get a photo almost every time we come out after First Minister's questions about a different campaign, a different organisations, and the steps that we come out of seem to be these famous steps because that's where everybody gets these group photos. We normally would come down the steps and all the MSPs head into the canteen, go for a bit of lunch and sit down and have a talk about First Minister's questions, about who did well, who did not so well, whether the government got a hard time or not, and sit and have a bit of chat about what's going on through the week over lunch. And then I would go back up to my office in the Parliament, and depending on how busy I was in that particular day, I might have different organisations or members of the public or constituents into my office to talk to me about something they wanted to raise or they wanted a bit of help with. And sometimes in the afternoon we would be in the chamber for debates, and you'd be making speeches over the course of the afternoon, but it just depends what topic it is. Sometimes it's something you're really interested in, you want to speak on. Sometimes it's not really anything that's related to you and your region, so you just balance what you want to do in that particular day, whether you spend it in the debating chamber speaking, or whether you spend it in the office having meetings with different people. Every single day when I'm there, the bell goes at 10 to 5 and all the MSPs go into the debating chamber again to vote, and the vote happens at 5 o'clock, so the bell goes at 10 to 5 and we all go in and we vote on whatever we've been debating over the course of the day at 5 o'clock. And then after the vote's done, everyone goes home. The Parliament was supposed to be a family friendly Parliament, so it was supposed to kind of mirror working hours so that people with family or caring responsibilities could be members of the Scottish Parliament and be able to treat it like almost like a normal job and get home at a reasonable time. So we would leave after the vote at 5 o'clock, with the same walk from the Parliament up to the train station, and then get the train back through to Cumbernauld, and then take a quick journey from the station and get home round about 6:30. Normally when I come home, because I've been up and out the house so early, then it's my job to get the kids fed, get the kids bathed and have a bit of a play with them since I've not seen them all day, and just have a bit of fun with them and get things done with them, do my share really. The kids normally go down to sleep about 8 o'clock, and my wife and I would get a bit of time to catch up about what we've been doing during the day, what we've done during the week, and maybe watch a bit of TV, watch some TV. Generally we watch up till about the 10 o'clock news, watch the news, and then both of us just drop off about 10:30 after the news is finished.